Welcome back to KHS Cougar News. I'm Lexi.
And I'm Sama, bringing you this week's news.
Yo, Sama, I feel kind of weird because I just sprayed an axe in my mouth.
Are you serious?
Yeah, now I speak a certain accent.
Anyways, here are some upcoming events for the next 2 weeks.
Tomorrow is the end of Term 3. Also, on Friday, there's an MSA meeting and a choir picnic social at Eldridge Park from 3:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. During our spring break next week, on March 21st, Winterguard has a competition at Klein Collins.
Students at our school are turning creativity into entrepreneurship. Today we're highlighting a student-led clothing brand and the story behind how it started.
So the name of my brand is Wahid Apparel. Wahid in Arabic means one. My slogan is one world, one people, which basically means even though we have a lot of differences, we're all still connected and still the same. Yeah, so we're going to do our first signature drop. It's going to be 3 pieces, the 3 signature hoodies. So our first drop is going to be around the end of March, hopefully, if the shipment doesn't get delayed. And so that's going to be our 3 pieces, the signature pieces. All 3 pieces represent something deep and unique. And that's going to be our first drop. And eventually we're going to add more stuff to it, like, t-shirts, sweatpants. So they can find us on our website, wahidapparel.com. We have our Instagram and TikTok.
So my role in the business is just to work for the operation mostly. The operation falls on a lot of things. It mostly deals with the manufacturers, the finance, and it goes out to social media teams, marketing strategies, and a lot of more things. The biggest obstacle in this business was mostly finding the good manufacturer for our brand, a quality that we were looking for, together as a team, working on it. And yeah, that was the hardest obstacle we had, getting on one decision as a team. I see this brand 1 year, we want to be successful, we want to get through. We want to work hard, get better every day, and that's about it.
Here are 3 things you need to know. 2 teenagers from Pennsylvania were arrested after an improvised explosive device was thrown during protests outside Mayor Mamdani's official residence in Manhattan. Police say the device was capable of causing serious harm, and federal investigators are now examining whether the incident has any extremist ties. No injuries were reported, and authorities are continuing to review surveillance footage and evidence as the investigation moves forward.
Fears that the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran could drag on sent global markets sharply lower, with major stock index falling and oil prices rising above $100 a barrel. Investors are reacting to both the continued fighting and uncertainty about how long the disruption could last, despite the public reassurance from President Trump.
Major airports in New Orleans and Houston face hours-long security lines as a shortage of TSA staff collided with a busy travel weekend. Some travelers waited more than 2 hours and missed flights, while airports urged people to arrive much earlier than usual. Officials say the delays come from staffing gaps and rising spring travel demand, and they expect some disruptions to continue as they steady operations.
Many students use their First Amendment rights all the time, when they're arguing a point in debate class, wearing a hijab to protect their faith, or raising a sign in protest. But do Kemner students really know the First Amendment to its full extent? Let's check in and see.
No, I don't.
It is the basis of American democracy, but for many, they remain a blur. According to recent civics data, the disconnect is staggering. Only 7% of the population can actually name all 5 rights guaranteed by the First Amendment: speech, press, religion, assembly, and petition. And even when we lower the bar, the numbers stay low. Only 30% of Americans can name a majority. That's 3 or more of those fundamental freedoms.
One common misconception about the First Amendment is that a person has protection and is able to say anything and not receive repercussions. What the First Amendment really does is it protects a person from having the U.S. government prevent them from using their free speech.
Yes. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and things of that nature.
The First Amendment isn't just a dusty piece of parchment in a glass case. It is a muscle, but like any muscle, if we don't understand how to use it, it begins to weaken.
Now on to sports, where Braden will cover all the sports information. Braden, take it away.
Hey guys, Braden here. Now we're on upcoming matches you'll need to know for the spring. Tonight, varsity baseball takes on Victoria West at 5 p.m. As for tomorrow night, varsity softball faces Lamar Consolidated here at KHS, also at 5 p.m. Looking ahead to next week, varsity baseball returns on Tuesday for for a home game against Terry at 6 p.m., followed by another game against each other being at Terry. Lastly, the varsity baseball team will go against Marshall at 6 p.m. on the 24th. Now with the scores starting with baseball on March 5th, the boys varsity team played against A-Leaf and won 9-1. On the 6th, they played Hightower and won with the 11-4 score. Unfortunately, their streak came to an end on the 17th when they played against Austin and lost 10-15. On to the soccer. On the 16th,
Dylan and Alphadale, too lazy for a desk. What is up, guys? My name is FJ. And I'm Dylan. And with our special guest today.
Hi, my name.
Speak up, please.
My name.
Please speak up.
My name's Casey.
You're gonna have to speak louder, buddy. What's your name?
My name's Casey.
Alright, and can you specify your grade, please?
I'm a senior.
Alright, Mr. Casey, tell us more about yourself.
So, yeah, I'm a senior. I play tennis.
You hit balls?
Yeah. This is not a real.
So you're just a tennis player?
Yeah. Let's see. What else do you want to know? Like,
I don't know, like, what's your favorite food? Because mine is probably Trader Joe's orange chicken, you know?
yeah, I would say Trader Joe's orange chicken is pretty good.
Can
you rate it on a scale of like 1
Let's
to
go
10?
1 to 10.
Probably like a 8 out of 10.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not.
You sure?
It's pretty good.
Alright, I got a
you
question
gotta try
for
it.
you. If you would work for Trader Joe's, how would you sell me the Trader Joe's orange chicken?
I don't need to sell it because it's already.
Sell me the orange chicken.
It's already. Like,
No, you
when
gotta
you walk
sell me
in,
the orange chicken.
there's already a sticker that says like it's Hall of Fame.
You're the manager, and I'm like I'm the customer. I'm like, yo, like, should I get this? Or
Yes,
not?
like you say you're a manager, and then you're trying to sell me the product. Convince me to buy the product.
If you don't sell the orange chicken, you don't get to eat that week. You don't get paid.
I would have to like. What if I mention that if I don't sell this?
No, but I asked you, sell me the
I don't
orange
get to
chicken.
eat.
Sell me the orange chicken.
I would sell you the orange chicken, not your life.
I mean, okay, I would say like it's only $5, right? It has a lot of protein, right? What else?
That's method.
It's in the Hall of Fame section.
Pretty boring. I expected more from Casey, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think I'd buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta work more, buddy.
That's my bad. I don't work for Trader Joe's.
I don't think you ever.
Yeah, but you wanna major, but you wanna major in business.
This isn't even an interview.
But you wanna major, but you wanna major in business, right?
Yes.
But you can't.
But you can't even sell me something.
I'm not.
I think you have to.
I'm not getting an education to sell orange chicken.
But that's the point of business.
Sell me this.
Bro, what is this, bro? No, I don't want to sell you this. I don't want to sell you this.
So you're telling me you're majoring in business, but you don't know how to sell stuff?
I don't need to know how to sell stuff.
But isn't that what business is?
There's different parts of it.
Yeah, but that's your whole job. So you're going to college for nothing.
Alright, guys. I guess that concludes our interview for today. Thank you so much for coming.
Alright, guys, and we're gonna see you in another episode of
Dylan and Alphadale, too lazy for a desk.
The boys varsity team played against Randall and won 3-0. On the same day, the girls varsity team competed against Randall and tied with a 1-1 score. On the 9th, the boys varsity team battled Victoria East and won 3-0. Later that day, the boys JV team also played against Victoria East and won 3-0. Lastly, also on the 9th, the girls varsity team played Victoria East but lost 1-4. Back to Lexi and Sama.
Thank you, Brayden.
Hey Lexi, what's one thing you discovered about yourself this year?
Honestly, I discovered I'm way more patient than I thought.
Okay, that's actually a good one. Let's see how other people discovered something about themselves this year.
One thing that I've discovered about myself after 4 years of high school is that the classes that you get to pick over the years, they really help to narrow down what kind of major you want to go into. And so for me, I love taking science. So being able to pick all sorts of different science classes let me know what kind of science field I would want to go into.
Just one thing I'm discovering about myself this year is that I need to balance time and work really hard to do good in school.
One thing that I discovered about myself this year is to not take things for granted. For sure. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities that come your way that one may think that they have plenty of time to complete or plenty of time to finish. And then the time comes and then all that stress is piled up. So I've learned just to not take things for granted, make sure that I do everything on time and efficiently.
That's all the news for today. Like always, make sure to follow at KHS Press on Instagram and Twitter to catch all the amazing moments from this week's events.
And hit that subscribe button and notifications on KHS Cougar News on YouTube so you never miss an announcement.
Have an awesome week, Cougars!